Bro, this story was insane. I opened my social media and I start seeing everywhere. You guys remember the dude from MrBeast's private jet episode? And I'm like, yes, actually I do. I believe he was with my Jamaican brother. I was rooting for him the entire time. And that was actually a crazy episode as well. They couldn't take their hand off the private jet, and if they were the last one to have their hand on the private jet, they win.
This private jet, and whichever one of these 100 pilots wins this video keeps it! For the first challenge, the pilots all split up into 3 teams.
No way I'm going home.
It was a really good episode, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was super happy when Jabari won. Jabari Brown to be exact. Well, this broke my heart. And we're making this video not only to give the information to those that actually haven't heard of it yet or haven't seen it, but for those that have heard about it, but they haven't heard the full story, and I need to clear it up. Because when I saw this, I'm seeing it everywhere. Dude that won the PJ got caught with cannabis on the private jet. At first, the first thing I thought was, wow, my brother. My brother, why? I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. I was so happy. I even seen you pop up on my Instagram from time to time. I was always happy for you. Every time I saw it, I'm like, wow, that brother deserved it. He's doing the right things with the jet. Then I see this article, and then I see his mugshot, and I'm like, oh my God. Then I see a photo of him being detained. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is real. Him, and there's a couple of other people there with him as well.
The jet was reportedly linked to a $3.6 million illegal substance bust, and several people connected to the flight have been arrested. The pilot at the center of the case is Jabari Brown, also known as Captain Treese. He became known after winning a private jet in a MrBeast challenge. However, the aircraft involved in this Paraguay case was not the Hawker 400 XP he won from MrBeast. According to reports, the jet flew from Florida, stopped in Panama, and then landed near Paraguay's capital. After it arrived, authorities directed the plane to a private hangar. Investigators later found about 600 pounds of an illegal substance hidden in luggage and compartments on the aircraft. The shipment was estimated to be worth around $3.6 million. 3 passengers.
And when the story comes out, we hear that he was a co-pilot on the plane. And the plane flew out of Miami to Paraguay, where it did arrive with 577 pounds of cannabis, testing high in THC. Because my other thought was, how do we know it's not hemp or CBD? I was trying to think anything I could. No, they tested it high in THC. And he was the co-pilot on that flight. You can see in the images he was detained, and there was a couple videos you can see as well that I found online of him. And at first, again, super disappointed, super disappointed. But then the further that I look into the story and the more I look into it, he was released. So they did detain him, they did question him as well, and they did release all them images that we saw. He was just the most famous person there because we know him from a MrBeast video. And remember, MrBeast is a lot bigger than just the United States. He's one of the biggest YouTube channels, if not the biggest in the world. So his videos are being watched everywhere. Someone like Jabari Brown, again, that PJ episode was very crazy, became super popular online after winning that private jet.
They're going to take it!
Got it.
He actually got it!
Let's go.
Luck.
They don't have to take their hands off, though. It is up to them. All that stands between you and that jet is their decision. They've held on for over a day. Will they finally let go? You guys have seconds left. Make a decision.
We will. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! They honored it! They honored it!
So now a story tying a pilot in a plane, and I think it was a PJ, a private jet that flew out of Miami with 500 pounds of cannabis. The headlines write themselves. But the further we look into it, let me clear some things up. I was seeing some media blogs reporting that, oh my God, he flew the plane that he won from MrBeast. It was only $2.5 million, but the cannabis was valued at $3.2 million, I believe, $3 million and something. Let me tell you this. The plane where the cannabis was in was not the private jet that was won in the MrBeast episode. It was not, I can repeat that. The plane he won was a Hawker 400 XP, which was not the plane we saw photographed when the cannabis was outside. Also the one being reported in all the articles that was tied to the cannabis being on. He was a co-pilot, he wasn't the main pilot. He was the co-pilot on the flight. And yes, he was detained and questioned, and we seen all them photos. But let's also make it known that he was released. After they did the investigation, they found out him and his crew was released. They did not own anything on the plane. They did not have no knowledge of the cargo. They were working, and there happened to be some stuff on the plane. When they landed, they were searching through it, and everyone on the plane was detained until they could figure out what was going on. And Jabari just happened to be someone that was detained. And that part, I just feel like isn't being shouted as loud as, yo, the dude from MrBeast was arrested for having a whole bunch of cannabis in a private jet. And we see Jabari share a different post on social media basically saying, if you know me, you know I wouldn't do anything like this and I would never be a part of something like this. He even gave a prayer in there as well. And I'm happy to see that he was released, and after investigation was done, this can't be held against him. Let's make it clear. He was released because he had nothing to do with this. We see him even posting pictures on Instagram from different articles, it looks like thumbnails, just basically sharing the story that he was released. Jabari Brown was not part of the cannabis that was found, to the point that he was released again. That he was released, and there's still other people being held. There was 3 other people being held. He was not one of the ones being held. Sub to the channel, guys. Comment down below. Please share your thoughts. Let me know if you guys have any additional thoughts about this, or did you think the same thing? Jabari Brown, the dude that won this damn PJ on the plane, did all that just to fly some dope in this private plane that MrBeast bought? Let me at least reassure you that that didn't happen. Sub up, we're on that road to 22,000 subscribers.